ResortLoop.com is proud to be sponsored by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Joffrey's now offers coffee subscriptions. You can order a 3, 6, or 12-month subscription. You can choose from 3 collections, the Flavored Coffee Collection, the Roastmasters Collection, or the Disney Signature Coffee Collection. Each collection includes 3 bags per month. With the Joffrey's Coffee subscriptions, never run out of great coffee again. Learn more and order at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The body of water that you see to the right of our forward motion is the Seven Seas Lagoon. The Seven Seas Lagoon is a man-made creation that took 3 years and the removal of millions of cubic yards of earth to complete.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. This is ResortLoop.com, the gateway to the magic. We are here post-trip. I'm here with my lovely
wife, Dawn.
And we're here to do a post-vacation wrap-up show about how our trip went. We're going to start off with kind of I think everybody likes to hear like how we got there. Mm-hmm. And we're going to concentrate on our first day there, which is actually EPCOT. So, let's start off with the show.
All right.
So, this time we flew out of a different airport than we normally fly out of.
Yes.
Just because it was more convenient to us. We actually flew out of Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we flew Spirit.
We did.
Talk about the Spirit experience. Again.
Oh my gosh. You see a lot of reviews online that Spirit is not everybody's favorite airline, but we have flown Spirit several times now, and we have not had any issues.
No.
And this time, the cleaning was amazing. I have found that maybe they don't clean the planes thoroughly, pre-COVID. But since COVID, that plane was immaculate. It was very clean.
Oh, yes.
I felt very, very safe. They, a couple people tried to board with having their mask down below their nose, and the attendants right away, please put your mask over your nose. They were very, very nice about it. And I think everybody in our plane complied. We didn't have any issues.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily a political statement or they were rebelling. I think it probably had just slipped down and they weren't.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Because sometimes masks don't fit tight enough and they just kind of come down, whatever.
Especially if you're walking and moving and carrying luggage. Right. Who knows what could happen to it.
So, but I mean, the flight attendants were on it. People complied. It was really good. I had a really nice chat with the one flight attendant. Well, actually 2 of them. But one said, you remind me of an actress. And I thought, oh, that's so nice. And so, because I'd gotten up to use the restroom and I came back and he was chatting with me. He goes, I just can't think of what her name is or what the actress is, but has your same hair. It's so pretty. It's so curly. And then he goes, oh, wait a minute. I know who it is. It was Miss Crabtree from The Little Rascals. I was all excited that I'm like, okay, I don't know. But I thought that was pretty funny.
That's funny. But I'm wondering, where was the guy watching The Little Rascals at?
I don't know. But anyways.
Crazy.
Shout out to Anthony. He made my day.
Anthony on Spirit.
He totally made my day. But the flight crew, they were so nice, helpful, and they were really fun. They played some trivia games, for, Spirit points and that kind of stuff. And they had a little one just for the kids, for a free kids little snack pack. And
right.
It was just a really fun trip. So it was nonstop. That's always the best.
Always love the nonstop.
So yeah, we had a good trip down. So it started our vacation off just fabulous.
The pilot even came back and did a little chit chat with us before he took off.
He did. Yeah. It was just real personable. And I don't know. I honestly, if we have the chance to fly Spirit again, I'll fly Spirit. I love it. And I love them.
I think this is the first time where I've flown, or at least we had to check our bags.
Yes.
Check bags. So we got there. We didn't know where to go. And I'll have you tell the story because the lady wouldn't talk to me. She was talking to you and harassing me a little bit.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell about that.
So we checked 2 bags, one under Tim's name, one under our name. And they had the kiosk there. And I mean, honestly, we could have figured out the kiosk, I'm sure, but I just wasn't quite sure. Do we have to use the kiosk? There was nobody in line because she just helped us up front. And she's like, here, let me show you how to do it. That way you'll know in the future. And she was just I wish I'd gotten her name.
Yeah.
But she was so super nice. And she's like, here, you just do this and, type in your last name and here you go. And it spit out your tags for your bags and it spit out the little, your little tag so you can claim it, your little claim tag. Whatever. And she's like, oh, and then come on right back up this way. And, she weighed our bags and sent them on their way. But she was I mean, everybody that morning was just super nice, super friendly. And I'm just really appreciative of people who are in a good mood that, want everybody else to be in a good mood and happy and excited to travel as well. So shout out to Spirit. We had an amazing morning with them.
We did.
So,
and again, I would fly them again.
Absolutely. I'd fly them again. I really would.
They seem to get a bad rap for they charge for bags, but mostly everybody charges for bags at this point. So
they do. I mean, it is what it is. But if, it's a nice airline, they say they just, everything's a la carte. So if you don't need bags, like a couple times we have flown, we haven't had bags.
Right.
And so
just the one carry on and
yep. And actually we don't even have a carry on. We just have the personal item because there's a difference.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Right.
So, they're cheap. I love them. I had great service. So anyway, so we get there.
So we flew into MCO.
Yes. Got our rental car, got our bags, got the rental car. And
making our way through back to what we're going to do a grocery stop first. And we got the message that the room is ready.
Mm-hmm.
Now our room was ready at like 10:30 a.m. I think it was.
Yes,
we weren't
early.
It was really early. So we just decided to go right to the room to check out where it was. The room location, we can probably talk about that also. Now, preface, this was a totally standard room at the Pop Century Resort.
It was. So, and honestly, it was quiet. So that being said, it was probably the furthest you could possibly get from anything.
From anything else on Disney property anywhere.
But it was quiet and we got good sleep. So, there's a trade-off there. But anyway, but our room at Pop, you left then with Mackenzie to go do the grocery stop.
Yes.
Well, I like to nest and put all my stuff away.
Like the more things are.
I'll nest it. I'm not, I suppose most people are partial to the deluxes. I love my animal kingdom. I do. I love my animal kingdom. But, this trip was a last minute trip, had to be done on a budget. So we ended up at Pop. Plus we wanted to stay someplace on the Skyliner.
Right. And for as long as we were going to be in the room, it really didn't make sense to opt for a deluxe.
It did not, because honestly, we slept and showered there and we were out of the room. Yes. We were not there at all. But we hadn't stayed there since Pop had redone the rooms. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you, I was totally impressed with the layout of the room. A family of 4, 2 adults and maybe 2 younger-ish children. I don't think 4 adults would be terribly comfortable in that room if they were doing anything more than sleeping and showering. Right. But 2 adults, 2 children in that room would be totally comfortable. They have the bed that pulls down. It's a table when it's upright, and then at night the bed folds down into a bed. Mm-hmm. So it's a nice little spot for kids to sit, eat their snack, or if you ordered something in, it's great. Then it folds down to a bed. The beds were really comfortable.
The beds were comfortable.
I was really pleased.
The sheets were nice. The pillows were good too.
Mm-hmm. Everything was great. The other nice thing about Pop is they have now made it so that there's a lot of storage area there. Mm-hmm. So if you're like me and you like to nest and take everything out so you can see where everything is and make sure it's not all totally wrinkled in the suitcase, they have, when you walk in, it's a nice little area with the mini fridge and a coffee maker. Mm-hmm. And then there's some shelves to put snacks on. Then there's a longer type dresser that has 3 drawers and then a door that is open that has the safe in it, but it also has a couple little shelves in there where you can put things in there as well.
Right.
Plus you can put stuff on top of it because the TV's on the wall now. So the TV's not even sitting on the dresser, was it? I thought it was on the wall.
No, it was on the wall.
That's what I thought.
And it's a big TV.
Oh yeah, it's a big TV. Then they also give you a luggage stand that you can put your luggage on, because we use that to throw our dirty clothes in our luggage as we were done with them. Then in the bathroom area, I really love that they don't have the curtains there anymore, that it's a sliding door and it slides completely closed for privacy. That's amazing. And they have a small closet area. There's more shelves there. Then the sink area, there's a ton of shelves there. I mean, it just is a really nicely laid out. And the bathroom door slides shut as well. So you can have somebody taking a bath and you can have somebody getting ready in the other area as well. So it just, that hotel is now very, very well thought out. So I liked it.
It is very well thought out. One thing we did not do is once we pulled the bed down the Murphy bed down. We just left it down.
We did, because like I said, we weren't ever in there for any length of time.
Right.
Sleeping and showering, and we were out the door.
But if it was just a couple and you just wanted to use the one bed, they give you a whole lot more floor space.
Oh, yeah.
The table there, as we talked about, to enjoy.
Yep. So we wanted to stay there because we wanted to try out the Skyliner system.
Right.
Wow, is all I have to say about that. That is one amazing system. We were just in awe of it and how amazing it was. That being said, it was a 10-minute walk from our room. Not that we can't walk 10 minutes there. It's the 10 minutes back after you've walked all day long. We walked 9 miles at EPCOT. I was not in the mood to walk 10 minutes more back to the room after EPCOT. But, you know, the Skyliner is a really big perk.
Huge perk.
It is. I would just suggest, even if you don't want to pay for a preferred room, there are rooms that aren't preferred that are a little bit closer than ours to the Skyliner.
Yeah, we kind of played room roulette to see what
we did
get, but
you know what? Like I said, it was quiet. So
right.
And we slept good because it was quiet.
It's kind of like the Animal Kingdom Lodge thing. Some, you know, they have those rooms way down at the end.
And we love those.
And again, kind of a long walk, although it is carpeted and inside, so it's not nearly as bad. But you know, we don't have anybody near you, and you're clear at the one end of the property.
Right.
It tends to be very quiet. So
yeah, it was great. So I mean, there's trade-offs no matter where you are. You know, if you're going to have a room that faces the hippy dippy pool, you're probably going to have more noise. So
I was thinking how noisy, because that was a noisy pool. Even the pool because we went to the computer pool.
We did
at one point. And I was kind of surprised how noisy that was.
Yeah, it was
your
noisy.
Room was facing that way.
A lot of kids having a lot of fun.
They were.
So that was good. But anyway, so the Skyliner system, I tell you that again, very well thought out. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. It's Disney. They do things really well. But still, there's things that I wouldn't have thought of that Disney did. And one of the things with the Skyliner is it's constantly moving. And right now, because of COVID, they're just you can fit 10 people into one of the gondolas. But right now it's just per family. So there was only 3 of us. So we always had our own gondola to ourselves, which was really nice. We liked that a lot. I was surprised at how not hot they were. I thought, oh gosh, because on our EPCOT day, it was 88 or 90 degrees out. It was hot.
Yeah, it was a hot day.
And I thought, oh my goodness. But once they get going and the airflow, they're nice and cool. There wasn't a problem. And then a couple nights, the Thursday night, Friday night, it was chilly and they weren't even cold. They weren't cold.
Right.
So it was pretty good.
So I think they kind of got the ventilation thing on those.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you're moving.
Yes.
Now, we stopped a couple times for less than a minute.
So
not a huge deal, but
the one thing I think is so great, especially having traveled with parents in scooters, you know, we did the bus system then when we took them a couple years ago, and they were in scooters, and Disney was amazing. Their bus transportation people were just absolutely amazing with my parents, both in scooters. But the gondolas, there's like a little track that they can go off if you need wheelchair or scooter assistance. Those gondolas are stationary. Otherwise, they keep moving and you get in as they move. And obviously with a scooter or wheelchair, that would be way dangerous.
Right.
So
you got to time that just right.
So instead of stopping the whole system to load a scooter or a wheelchair, there's a little like offshoot there that they go. It's stationary. The people who need the assistance can take all the time that they need. Nobody is rushing them. And then when they're all in and set and ready to go, then they put that gondola back on the track with everybody else.
Yep.
It's just, I thought that was just a wonderful thing to do, because I know sometimes my parents felt like they needed to hurry, you know, because they were in a scooter and they didn't want to hold other people up. And in this instance, they absolutely take your time. You're not inconveniencing anybody. You're not anyway, but, or just shouldn't be.
Just get comfortable.
So exactly. It was great. So our EPCOT day.
EPCOT day.
Yay!
Now this is a day the park was open 11 to 11. Now initially when we made the trip, it was 11 to 7.
Yes, just 8 hours.
So when we found out that it was a little extended opening or extended hours, we were very excited.
Super excited.
So we got up. Now we probably should have got a little bit of an earlier start.
That's for sure.
So that was what it was, but at that point it was close to 11.
Yeah.
And everybody was going to EPCOT. So the Skyliner, because everybody was already in the other parks, because they opened, I think it was 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. So we just had to wait there a little bit longer. And then the Skyliner did stop a couple times for a little bit longer period. So I don't know what was up there, but
not sure.
I know. Generally, the line keeps moving on the Skyliner.
Right.
So.
I don't think, I mean, it was a pretty long line, but I don't think we were in line more than 20 minutes to go.
Right. And I think that was mostly due to the stoppages. And we got to remember the lines were, 6 feet between parties.
Right. Right. Yeah. So the lines do look longer. But, once we got there, I don't know where all these people went because there were no lines to get into EPCOT.
EPCOT has absorbed those people.
They do, they do the temperature screenings. We never were more than 1 or 2 people deep waiting for that. And that of course is very quick.
I took 3 seconds.
Yeah. So, and the people doing them were super nice. And then you go up and you get, the bag screen is different now. You go through what looks like a metal detector.
Yeah. You just walk straight through.
So there's no line for bag checks anymore, which is awesome.
Yeah, you watch the security guy. If he waves you through, you're good to go. Otherwise, they would say just step over there. And
there was a couple people that got asked to have their bags searched, and that is fine and understandable. So and nobody seemed upset about that.
No.
So you go through the security area, and then we walked right up, scanned our magic bands, and we were in.
It was fantastic.
And
we did have to pay for the magic bands this time.
Yes, we did. So. But honestly, I didn't mind.
No.
I mean, as long as they keep them at that price, I wouldn't want to see them any higher because they're much higher in the parks.
They are.
So, but anyway, you and I just got plain colors. Mackenzie got a Star Wars one she really wanted.
Yeah, she opted for the $10 magic band. We got the $5 magic bands, but it was fine.
Yeah, it's fine. So I can't imagine. I mean, at this point in time with COVID and being shut down for months and months, they probably need to make up that money at some point. And,
Oh, they will.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
They'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm sure they will be. So, Mackenzie really, really loves the breakfast bounty platter.
Oh, yes.
So we ate that in the room, at 9 or 9:30.
Yeah.
Something like
True.
that. So then our EPCOT eating did not get started when we thought it was going to be started.
Yeah,
we weren't hungry.
It was not an all-day grazing as we kind of imagined.
We thought. Plus, it was hot. If we'd flip-flopped those days with something else, one of the cooler days, we probably would have felt like eating more.
It wasn't just warm hot. It was like July 4th hot.
It was hot. It was hot.
It was middle of the summer.
It was. So, but we opted for Living with the Land. Did we do that first, or did we do Soarin' first?
We did Living with the Land first.
Okay. And then we did Soarin'.
Because
Mackenzie always has to do Living with the Land.
She loves Living with the Land.
That's
Love that girl.
Favorite. Yeah. So
the old school Disney.
But in order to keep with the 6 feet distancing and making sure everybody was spread out, they have rerouted a lot of their queues.
Yes.
And some of them are rerouted out to the cast member areas that we ordinarily never would have seen.
No, we were. I'm assuming it was a fire exit. We actually had gone out and come back in.
I think so. So out for Soarin' and back in, and
we were actually standing in the parking area between the land and Journey into Imagination.
Right.
Or the Imagination Pavilion. So.
Yeah. But I really appreciated that. I'm not hysterical about things, but I do want to keep myself and my family safe. And, but I did like being apart. I think I probably like being apart from people anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want someone breathing down my neck.
Now, I'm wondering if when all this is over, lines still won't be longer because there's going to be a certain segment of the population that's going to be used to the 6 feet distance.
Yeah.
Because
and just kind of keep it that way.
Because occasionally in some of the queues, people were breaking the 6 feet. We get people behind us.
Yeah.
They're a little too close for comfort.
Yeah. I was like, back up, please. But but they, they're wearing their masks. They're okay. So.
That's true.
But yeah, so the queues for a lot of the different rides are slightly different,
right.
And to allow for the spacing, and that's okay. So it worked really well for us.
It did.
I thought it was fine. Matt, I wanted to mention about wearing masks at Disney.
Of course.
So we did fine with it because we have to wear masks. All three of us have to wear masks all day long anyway for our job, and Mackenzie has to wear it for school.
Right.
So getting used to that wasn't a problem for us because that's just our typical day anyway. Disney is very different in how they approach people not wearing masks correctly because they want it over your nose and over your mouth. Typically, if maybe you're head the wrong direction, a cast member might say, oh, turn around this way. You want to head right over here. Or, hello, princess, head this way.
The magic's this way.
Yeah, please go this way. Or, thank you, whatever. That is not the case with the masks.
No, we saw.
They are like, your mask needs to be up over your nose and your mouth. There's no please. There's no sing-songy voice with it, whatever. Yes. It is a straightforward, you just need to comply.
Right.
And I loved it. I did. Because you didn't see anybody, walking around with a mask, not a mask on or on correctly. We did see a couple times there was a girl we saw in Galaxy's Edge. She was taking a cute picture and she had pulled her mask down. I'm not kidding you. There was a cast member right in front of that mom trying to take the picture of the girl. Yeah. Your mask needs to be on for a picture.
Yeah.
And there's no please in that. No. It's like and I'm proud of Disney for that, because sometimes, people assume if they say, please, thank you, their little sing-songy voice, they may not be as serious.
Right.
And Disney is letting you know this is serious and we're taking it seriously. Same with the not eating and drinking in line. You can't do that anymore. You used to be able to eat and drink in line.
Right.
And now you can't because they want your mask on. You have to be stationary or sitting at a table.
Yep.
So, and I'm totally fine with that too. So it didn't bother me. I didn't have anything spilled on me. I wasn't stepping on popcorn or anything like that. So I was fine with that. I just thought they did an amazing job. And I don't know if a lot of people had been to Disney multiple times in the last couple months or just people just decided, it's their policy. We're just going to follow their policy. And
yeah, I think a majority of the people now, from what I've kind of seen and have observed, are them not first time visitors.
Yeah.
I can't imagine wanting to go to Disney World during all this for my first time. I
wouldn't, because I think the magic is still there.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know how do I say this. For first time visitors, it's just an amazing experience. And I don't think the full immersion is there at the moment. They're trying really hard, but they just can't do it because of COVID.
Yeah, they're getting there. So
right. There's not the parades and the fireworks shows and the stage shows and things like that to be able to do.
Yeah. There's a ton of baby steps to get back to there.
Oh, for sure. But I think Disney has done an amazing job reopening and doing as much magic as they possibly can. And I think they're doing a great job. We had a blast. We had a great time. I did not want to come home.
No.
So it was...
We did miss what we believe will be the last snowstorm of the season here.
Yeah, woohoo! So... We missed... Well, you probably have been heading that way toward the pileup on 77 on your way home.
Oh, that could have been. Yeah, that was a major thing.
Glad you weren't there.
Nope.
But yeah, so we missed the major... Yeah, it was snowing here and it's 80 in Florida, so it was great.
Yeah, I was walking out around Spaceship Earth at the time.
That's right. So
I think... Fabulous. So we did Living with the Land and Soarin'. Mm-hmm. Then is that when we left to head towards Mexico?
Yes.
That is where I believe.
I think we had to try to do test track and then it went down. And literally Mackenzie and I hopped out. We went to test tracks, then we were going to go to Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So we waited. We were, literally not that far. We were looking at the ramp that goes up to the loading area and it went down. And so we sat there a while and then decided we didn't want to sit there anymore. So we hopped up and went.
Because it wasn't long after that we got, I think that was your street corn, the first food we got?
Yes.
Which was on our list. I had the list right here that was highlighted with the foods we were going to try. And big surprise, we did not get to all the ones we marked.
No, not at all. So, but I did have the Mexican street corn. Ooh, it was really tasty.
I thought we'd get back and I was going to get one, but didn't pan out that way. But that's okay.
I did not even save you a bite. And I felt semi guilty about that because it was so tasty.
I could have gnawed on the cob before I threw it away if I really wanted to.
It was really, really good. I don't know how else they would do this. They kind of wrap like the lower fourth of it in foil so you can hold it. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I want to eat that. So I had to like unwrap the foil and kind of wrap it around the other end. So I kind of like make my hand not too messy.
Right.
And then kind of like dip it in all the drippings and stuff in the little paper boat they had. And
do you remember what was on the street corn exactly?
I know there was like butter and garlic. There was some other spice on there.
Right.
It was good. So 2 thumbs up on that one. So, and then what'd you and Mackenzie have?
We just got I should have looked it up here because it wasn't actually on the list of things.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped to get you a Coke
Yes.
And then I wanted something to drink, and I got some kind of slushy
Yes. You and Mackenzie got
berry thing
yes,
from the
you
right
both
outside
got the
Norway.
same thing. Yeah.
And there was an alcoholic option for that that I did not opt for.
Yes.
I got it because I was super hot and I just needed something to cool down, which that did the trick.
I had a little. It gave me a little taste of it. That was delicious.
It was very good. It did give me I was drinking it too fast.
Did you get a brain freeze?
Oh, it was bad.
Not good.
But I didn't dehydrate totally, so that was worth that.
That's
But
good.
It was quite good.
And by then, it was just ridiculously hot.
Ridiculously hot. So we decided, well, someone decided, it wasn't you or me, that we should go try out Frozen.
Yes.
Which the line for the Frozen went back to like the middle and somewhere inside of the China area.
Yes.
Crazy.
And even at 6 feet distancing, I am not waiting that long.
No.
And I kind of felt bad because I snipped a little bit at Mackenzie about, is she crazy? We're waiting this long. And I felt bad because I just love being with her so much, but she has different expectations than I do. She'll wait. She doesn't care. I was hot. It was in the sun. It wasn't even like it was slightly covered at any point.
Well, she's got the teenager tolerance for heat.
She does.
So.
And I have the old lady tolerance because I'm an old lady and it's too hot.
And we thought we'd get back there, but the back end of the day didn't quite go how we initially planned.
Right.
But for a good reason. And we can get to that in a little bit later. So we walked around World Showcase. By the way, I will say, we did see the harmonious barges.
Yes.
And the lake. They are huge.
They are very huge.
I will say, look, it didn't bother me too much. A lot of people are really complaining about the views being blocked as you look across.
Oh, I don't think I even noticed.
And I think I was just so concentrated on looking at the food that I had blinders on. I didn't really notice it too much.
Right.
But so we'll see. I don't know. Apparently I don't look across that way as much as I think I would.
Yeah.
Although had maybe Off Kilter been playing in Canada, that loud music you used to hear back in the day. Mm-hmm. You always look over there to see what's going on. I'd notice it, but it was there. But they look like whatever they're going to do is going to be impressive.
Yes.
Those things are mammoth.
They are. So we went to the American Adventure to cool down.
That was a good call.
That was a very good call. I always like the American Adventure. I think it's very nice.
It's a great show.
So we saw that. And then we started continuing around.
Yeah, we continued around, and we went by Japan. We were checking out some food on the way. Mm-hmm. And then we stopped at, was it between Morocco and Japan, I think? Right in that general area. And we got some more food. Mm-hmm. We got the frushi.
Yes.
And then, I had a list. I'm going to look at my list. Everybody just enjoy the soft dulcet tone songs playing. No, I'm kidding. And we had the, wasn't that one? I could edit this out, but I'm going to keep it in so I'm actually looking at real papers here.
Was that when you had the scallops?
No, we had the scallops. I think we had the scallops before that. I think we might have skipped the scallops.
I think we did. We skipped the scallops because we skipped the beef tenderloin too. At some point in time, I had the beef tenderloin that I said I wanted.
Right by Canada. That was at Canada.
And you had scallops. Mackenzie and I both had the beef tenderloin. And it was so flavorful and so delicious. It was the beef tenderloin, some kind of amazing sauce on there, mashed potatoes, little carrots, and tiny pearl onions. Oh my goodness. It was so good. I will say the beef tenderloin was not quite as tender as I'm used to, but still very, very good. So we did that. I think I had my street corn after that.
You did. I think that was on the way to Soren. We did all that.
We did.
And I had the seared scallops with the French green beans, the butter potatoes, and the brown butter vinaigrette with the applewood smoked bacon. I will say the butter potatoes, which maybe they're all purple, but these were actually purple potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
So those were very good.
So what did you have? There was something else. Oh, what did she have? Was it shrimp or crab cakes?
She had I found it here, the shrimp and crab with spicy mayonnaise and cucumber slices, finished with creamy avocado and a violet sauce.
Oh, yeah. She really liked that.
Because where we were, since we were right outside Japan, I thought the creamy avocado was going to be wasabi. Mm-hmm. I'm not a huge fan of the wasabi. So I took a little taste of it. I'm like, oh, this is quite more pleasant than wasabi. So
yeah, she didn't want to share with you.
No, but she did. Yeah, she shared one.
Yeah, she shared one. So, and you shared one of your frushi with her.
I did. So
the fruit there was so delicious. It was just so flavorful. like any of the fruit that we had.
Oh, any of it, yes.
It was just really good. We had a couple pieces of fruit. It just seemed really yummy and flavorful.
No, Disney apparently is ordering top tier fruit for all their dishes.
I think so.
The fruit in the frushi was fantastic.
Yeah. So, and then we decided we needed a break.
We did.
It was like 2 p.m. by then. It was just too hot.
Because if the park was going to be open until 11.
3. It might have been closer to 3. I don't know.
Because if the park was going to be open until 11,
yeah,
we needed to get out of the sun. For
we
a while.
did because we weren't doing well. Mackenzie, anyway, she needed to do some schoolwork that was due. So we took the Skyliner back to the room.
Fast.
Yes, super fast. And then the 10-mile hike.
The jaunt.
So no, 10 minutes, not 10 miles. So she did her schoolwork, and you and I went to the computer pool for a little bit.
We did.
It was a little chillier than I expected.
Hot day. The pool temperature was a little chillier than we would have thought, but I guess maybe it's getting so cold at night because it was getting kind of chillier at night. But
yeah,
I'm not sure the pool is heated as much as it's sometimes advertised. But I got in.
It's still good. It was very refreshing. It was nice to be in. So, but we did that then
with 80s music playing.
Yes, that was fun.
90s music.
Yep, very fun. And we were only in for maybe like 45 minutes or so.
Right.
Not very long because we wanted to get back to EPCOT.
We did.
So got out, got a quick shower, changed back into our clothes.
Cleaned up, headed back on the Skyliner.
So I love the Skyliner. It was great.
That's something that would be actually very easy to get used to.
Oh, for sure. So for sure. So, and then that evening, then we went back in and...
I think we went right back to Soarin' again. Is that
No.
what we did? No?
I don't remember what we did. We walked around a little bit. I am totally... We did Nemo. Oh, and Spaceship Earth.
Yes, which we're thrilled to do Spaceship Earth.
Yes. So I like it. I know they're supposed to rehab it at some point. I don't know, but I liked it a lot.
That's the rumor, although...
I don't know.
I think everybody there was enjoying it just as much as we were.
Yes, for sure. So we did that. We did Nemo. And then we were going to do some more eating, but we ran into some friends of ours.
Friends of ours from up here.
Yes. So that was pretty exciting to see them.
That was.
And so Mackenzie still hadn't ridden Test Track, and their little girl wanted to ride Test Track. I shouldn't say little. She's a teenager, but younger than Mackenzie.
Right.
So the adults were like, yeah, we'll pass on that. So we waited for them and just had a really nice chit chat on a bench, and they went and rode Test Track. They had a wonderful time. I stopped at Joffrey's
cart.
Yes, you did.
They
did too.
They did too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So yes, I think
I recommended
they got
some things.
Ice drinks, I think, iced coffee. So yeah, so they had that. So we had a really nice time. And then we decided to ride Spaceship Earth.
Went back around there again.
So that's always fun. And then it was getting pretty close to 10 o'clock by that point in time.
Yes.
So I asked Mackenzie if she loves the living with the land. She really does. So I said, did you want to ride that again? And then we could ride Soarin'. I said, if we do living with the land first, then we can hop in line for Soarin'. So we did that. And so both times that we rode Soarin', Mackenzie lucked out. She got Group B, number 1, the front row.
Oh, right. Yes.
Said, that's the best. We got that the first time we rode. Then the second time we were B, but we were the second group.
Looking at her feet.
Yeah, looking at her feet. But that's okay. So we did that and then took a few pictures together with our friends. And we looked at the new, how they put the new retro columns in the fountain at EPCOT.
Oh, you're right. The new pylons there right in the front.
Yes.
I love that so much.
I know you do. So went and saw that and then headed back to the Skyliner. But
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and Mackenzie realized she needed something over in China.
Yes.
And the park
I totally
was
forgot
only
about
open
that.
What's that?
I totally forgot about that.
Oh.
Bless her heart.
Go ahead and go.
So she's like, I got to go. So she checked the time to see that if that gift shop was still open until 11, and it was. And she made a beeline over to China.
Right.
And thank you to the cast member who was working there, who let her in, because I think she said she literally got there at like 10:58. And the cast member did say, do you know what you want? She's like, I know exactly what I want. So she let her in. She got her things that she needed. So that was good.
Right.
But while she did that, because I wasn't about to sprint to China from where we were, you and I headed back to the Skyliner back by England and Canada.
Yes.
And I decided I was hungry.
Well, we were hungry because we were going to plan on doing more eating.
That's right. We hadn't eaten because we didn't eat like a dinner or a lunch or anything. We
No.
were just totally going to do the food stands.
And I split a Joffrey's cookie with you while we were waiting at test track.
That was good too.
Yeah, it was good.
That was an M&M cookie.
It was
that was
an
very
M&M
good. So we went to the same food cart that had the beef tenderloin again. So I had another beef tenderloin.
Yes, you did.
And that one was very, very tender, like butter tender. So I think maybe it just maybe cooked longer and got the super tenderness with it. So we had that.
And before that, though, we stopped at the it was right across from the Honey Bistro, the food cart there, and I got the salmon.
Okay. Yep.
And they slipped me an extra piece of salmon.
That's right, because they said it was they were going to throw it out anyway because it was the end of the night.
Because it was like the end of the night, and then we got Mackenzie some grilled vegetables there.
Yes, and she really liked those. She said they were delicious. Where did I get the strawberry mousse? Was that the same place?
I think it was. It was at the same place we got there.
Okay,
I need to find what that was.
I don't know, but it was so good. It was strawberry mousse and it had a couple fresh strawberry slices on it. It was really, really good. I was like, because it had like some chocolate crumble with it. It was delicious.
It looked so good.
It was. I think I offered you a bite, but you didn't take one.
Yeah, because I was because
you were eating salmon,
and I just didn't think it was the.
But yeah, that was really tasty. So we had a little something before we went back to the room, and Mackenzie liked her grilled vegetables. She had a little bit of the second piece of salmon.
Yeah, I gave her the second piece of salmon. So.
And then we went back to the room and completely crashed for the night.
And that was quite a full day.
It was. It was fabulous. I'm just so sad that our trip is over. I really am. We just had so much fun, and it was just fun being there because we hadn't been there for so long, and it was just really, really good. It was a really good day.
We fell into the kind of the standard Disney tourist trap thing. I don't say tourist trap thing. The regular Disney tourist thing where you want to get a lot done.
Mm-hmm.
So we were moving constantly, and we didn't really get a chance to kind of sit down and enjoy.
Right.
It's too much stuff.
We like to people watch, but we didn't do that at all.
I kind of pictured that being what we would do while we were dining around the World Showcase.
Right.
But I think we're to the point where we could really enjoy like the same 3-day trip and spend like every evening in Epcot.
Oh, yeah.
Doing the dining, the watching, the occasional attraction, not bolting from attraction to attraction.
Right. The nice thing about, the food stands is that the portions aren't huge. They're a nice size portion that says, oh, I can sample this, then sample something else. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's the way they intend it to be. And also, I thought their prices at the food stand they were really good. I didn't look at that and think, oh my gosh, that's really expensive. I never thought that. For the portion that you got and the price that you paid, I thought was one time Disney was really comparable. It was not overpriced like you get for a burger or something like that. I thought the food quality was amazing. The prices were really good for the food quality that you got. I just thought it was really, I want to go again. Let's just go now.
Well, I don't know if you heard while we were down there, they actually announced that Food and Wine is starting like a week after Flower and Garden ends this time. Usually there was that whole summer gap, but they're going pretty much right from festival to to the even bigger food festival, Food and Wine. There's even more kiosks there for that.
Sorry for your luck. You don't have any more vacation days. I do.
You do. So.
Yes, I do. So.
I don't know. Maybe at some point in the future we can swing a Food and Wine type trip.
I would love that.
Just kind of concentrate on some food.
Mm-hmm. Or that was really good.
Do the early mornings because really I don't say I don't like to be in the sun, but when it's 90 degrees, we're big fans of going back and getting out of the sun.
Right.
Maybe do a different park in the morning, then every evening
do Epcot.
Do Epcot for the dinner. And
well, kudos to all the cast members that are there that are making magic for the guests that are there. And they have done an amazing, amazing job. I think they always have.
Oh, they have.
But I think they've really stepped it up and they've done a great job and, through all this and really, really pleased with the experience that you're getting at Disney right now.
Right.
So.
And so before we wrap up the show, I will say I found where we did get the salmon and your mousse.
Okay.
It was the Flavorful Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Hosted by Advant Health. So you had the strawberry
Those
mousse.
are the ones that are doing the temperature checks.
They are.
Advant Health.
They are. Mm-hmm. They're the big hospital group down there, I guess.
Okay.
So.
They did a good job too. I think we already said that, but they did a good job.
Awesome.
So, yeah, no negatives at all.
No.
There was no downers or anything like that. I did notice one thing though, like usually, not that you should laugh about this, but usually there's at least one screaming kid somewhere at some point in time that is overwhelmed, has had it, and is now having a meltdown. And we didn't see that at all.
No.
I was like, not that I missed that, but our kids certainly had their moments. People staring at us.
Absolutely.
When they were younger, but
it happens.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it just seemed like everybody around us was just having a really magical time. So it was a great first 2 days.
It was.
So, all right, we'll talk about the next 2 days at another show.
We will wrap. I was just going to say we're going to wrap that up. We'll talk about the next 2 days. I said just going to say what you were going to say. You took my line.
Beat you to it.
You did. So stay tuned. Part 2 will be coming up here in a few days. You can listen to it. Everybody, I'm Tim Scott. Facebook, Twitter, the website, ResortLoop.com, and
see you, everybody.
Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.